you. You told me to change the world, make it better. But you meant by becoming a lawyer or an economist? Marrying someone from Harvard? I'm not proud of myself. But I'm in this family too. And you can't keep giving me the silent treatment. There are a lot of things about me that aren't what you thought. But if you love me, you have to love all the things about me. And I'm sorry. Oh, and I love you. And I'm sorry I let you down. I'm so sorry, Daddy. But you let me down too.
Okay. So a couple things. First of all, how do you feel good?
Sad.
Right. Well, so let's be careful. So a couple things. So you got through it, which is good, right? But and this is a note to everybody because I saw it with everybody. This is rah-rah. All this stuff is rah-rah. So you cannot move.
I can't move.
I don't want you to move. I want you to talk to him. All that energy you're feeling will come out with what you're doing. And if you want to step in, you can step in. But you let me down too. And then leave. But it's got to be deliberate. This,
So I'm standing.
That's you.
And then I leave.
yeah, just stand. Do not move when you're talking to him. Talk to him. If you want to move, move. Then talk to him again. Then move. It's really important to not move on your lines. When you move and you're talking, your lines get lost. They're weaker. When I stand still and I'm talking, it's strong, it's focused. Okay, very important. Okay? Good. Do it one more time. You got it. That's all I want you to do. Same thing, start further away, but do not move your feet. It's gonna be tough, right? I've had people have to hold sometimes. They had to hold me one time when I was doing it. Because I moved, right? It's just nervous energy. Just stay steady. Talk to him. When you want to move towards him. When you move, don't say anything. It's very powerful. Stop and then keep talking.
So like a...
No jumping.
Not-
That's rah-rah again. It's and da-da-da-da. Right? She's standing up for herself.
Take a break and
Wherever it is, just make sure you do not move while you're speaking. You got this. Right? I want you to stand your ground and talk to your dad. Tell him how you feel. All right. And go ahead.
I told you I was telling the truth, Daddy. I'm sorry I lied to you. But you lied to me too. You told me everyone was alike, deserved a fair break. But you meant the people who were like you. You told me to change the world, make it better. But you meant by becoming a lawyer or an economist, marrying someone from Harvard. I'm not proud of myself, but I'm in this family too, and you can't keep giving me the silent treatment. There are a lot of things about me that aren't what you thought. But if you love me, you have to love all the things about me. And I love you, and I'm sorry I let you down. I'm so sorry, Dad. But you let me down too.
There you go. Good. Yeah, you want to leave again, I think. That's good. So go with your feelings. You might want to find it where you even move closer to him and say, will you let me down too, Daddy? And it's going to be a close-up of you anyways with the camera. We'll find out that blocking. That was much better. It felt different too when you're standing your ground, right? It's stronger. You're clearer. It's not, your energy's not flowing with your movement, and I don't see rah anymore. I see character fighting for her.
It's like you feel a slight bit of nervousness when you like go up. I said nervous.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But then that becomes part of your energy as the character, because that's what she would do. She'd probably feel a little nervous approaching her dad, but she's challenging him. Good job. All right. Good job, thank you, Jason. All right. 10 is up, 11's on deck. Or 9 is up. Who's 9? Oh, this guy. Just kidding. All right, come here, Jason. Stay right here. You're gonna stay here with us. Grab that chair, buddy. Swing it around. All right, let's get Devontae up here. You're gonna sit in the orange chair, Jason. Devontae, you're right here. You're gonna be the lawyer that he's talking to. I want you to sit here, Jason. What you're gonna do, Jason, to start the scene is you're gonna go like this. And then you're going to say, no, it's my turn to talk. So all I want you to do, Jason, when I say, okay, start, you're going to lean forward like this. That cues him to say, no, it's my turn to talk. Make sense?
Yep.
He's your lawyer. Jason is your lawyer, and this is the other lawyer that you're trying to talk to right now. No, let me talk to this lawyer. All right, stand by. And hang on. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Let me address me. It's about time I got to answer some questions here. The question is, do I have a God complex? Which makes me wonder whether this lawyer has any idea as to the qualifications one must get going to college to be accepted into a top medical school. Can I start again? I fucked up the line.
Okay, stand by. You can do the same thing, Jason. And go ahead.
No. Let them fuck! I've been doing this perfect at the minute.
Start over.
Yeah.
Take a second.
Can I ask that these, am I in court? Or are we in a private room?
You're in a private room.
Right, okay.
And go ahead.
No. Let them address me. It's about time I got to answer some questions here. The question is, do I have a God complex? Which makes me wonder whether this lawyer has any idea as to the qualifications one must receive in college to be accepted into a top medical school. Or if you even have the vaguest of clues as to how talented someone must be to lead a top medical team. I have an MD from Harvard. I'm board certified in cardiothoracic medicine and trauma surgery. I've been awarded citations from 7 different medical boards. I've never succeeded. So I ask you, when someone walks into that chapel and they fall to their knees and they pray to God that their wife doesn't miscarry, that their daughter doesn't bleed to death, or that their mother doesn't suffer acute neural trauma from post-traumatic shock.
What do you think they're thinking?
I keep fucking this one line up, I'm sorry. I keep stumbling over it.
It's okay. We're going to start it over at the beginning. We'll do it one more time.
It's a
Up
very
here.
long one with a lot of
Here's the thing.
words.
Stand up for a second. It's a tough one. There's a lot of dialogue. But here, take your time. The other thing I want to make sure. So the only direction I'm going to give you right now, because you're still kind of processing the dialogue, which is fine, is try and sit back more, like you're in control. Like you really, they're kind of wasting your time, right?
Well, that's why I asked, am I in a court or a private
You're in a
room?
private room. You had to come here, and you should be actually in the hospital saving people's lives. And these guys are wasting your time. And all I'm saying is just, but you still have to hold your cool. You don't want to see.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So just
Like big
one more
legal
time.
firm, like conference room, right?
Yeah, you guys are just in a room with a couple of lawyers sitting around. Right? It's being kind of interrogated right now, and you want to give your 2 cents. Right? All right, stand by, and go ahead.
No. Let them address me. I've got some questions that I want to answer here. So the question is, do I have a God complex? Which makes me wonder whether this lawyer has any idea as to the qualifications one must receive in college to be accepted into a top medical school. or if you have even the vaguest of clues as to how talented someone must be to lead a top surgical team. I have an MD from Harvard. I'm a board certified in cardiothoracic medicine and trauma surgery. I have been awarded citations from 7 different medical boards in England. I am never, ever sick at sea. So I ask you, when someone walks into that chapel and they fall to their knees and they pray to God that their wife doesn't miscarry, or that their daughter doesn't bleed to death, or that their mother doesn't suffer acute moral trauma from post-traumatic shock, you read your Bibles, you go to your church, and maybe you're willing and miraculous to them. If you're looking for God, using Flaming Rule number 2 on November 17th, he does not like you accept guest. You wanted to notify the God complex, let me tell you something. I am God. Such a stuff.
Okay. How'd that one feel?
It doesn't feel good now because the way it reads to me is like I'm speaking to an audience. Some of the language feels like it's been spoken to someone that isn't now in
So
this
you
private
just want one person, I might have one other lawyer, but there's 2 lawyers usually how I'll play it. The camera will be between the 2 of them.
Okay.
I see you talking, right? So there's 2 guys, you're in a room and they're wasting your time. Just wasting your time. They don't see the end.
Sorry for the motion.
What's really, the level of knowledge that I'm at, the level of knowledge, you might be a lawyer, but it's nowhere near to the place that I'm at. I save lives. You ruin lives. Like you have this thing on control, right? And I think it's just taking your time through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, you can, what I like is you start to get a little sarcastic. I think there is some sarcasm. Right?
it reads like that.
So it's whatever you want. You know, but you can't lose your cool because you don't want them to see that, you know, that you're upset about this, but you are. You're pretty pissed about having to be here to do this.
You're accusing him of what now?
Well, yeah, he's basically here because people think that he's not the doctor he says he is. He's cuts corners, whatever it might be, right? He just feels like he's being doing this. He's not happy about being here. Good job. You got it. Just get the lines down. You got it. You got it. Let's go. 10, 11. Good job. 10 is up. 11 times
Big
back.
words in.
It's not one of the hardest ones out there.
Post-operative shock, acute normal trauma, cardiothoracic medicine.
Cardiothoracic.
Wow, I have a ton.
All right, come on down.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yep. Yeah, all right. All right, so in this one, he's just going to be talking to everybody. That's your Jake, though. We'll use Dean as your Jake. But you guys, just stay right here. We're all going to be just talking to the neighborhood, so we're all going to be standing here. I'll time it where we actually turn our backs when we film it next week, but right now, we're just going to have him looking at all of us, like for all the people of the neighborhood. You are his Jake, yeah, his partner, who's kind of turned on, whatever. All right, stand by. And excuse everybody in the room, and whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. Alright. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Think you can do this to me? Hey, Jake! Jake! Y'all think y'all can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get through with you. Shoot programs, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm a man up in this piece. You'll never see the. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. Y'all just live here. Yeah. Walk away. Go ahead and walk away. Cause I'ma burn this motherfucker down. Kong ain't got shit on me. I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm winning. I'm winning anyway. Shit. Hey, you can shoot me, but you can't kill me. Cause I'm winning. Yeah. What a day.
Okay, good job.
You bullshit.
Instead of this,
Very
have
good.
something you're almost
I love
it.
He was turned up.
He's seen that movie before.
He did.
Exactly. Well, then don't use it, but find some other way to find that place
He was
where that
turned
beat
up,
change is,
though.
where you use the hat. You got to do something. And it could be you throwing your hat off your head, something like that. But figure it out. Let me figure it out. I like the decision. Just make sure that it's clear. The only other thing I'd say is just be careful of the movement. Make sure that I don't mind it, but there are points where I think you're just moving and moving. Just make sure you move with purpose. Like there's times where you really need purpose. Right? Just make sure you time it out. Does that make sense? Good job. Very good job. Final one is up. Come on in. Eric, come on in, buddy. Okay, so you need to be talking to your father, right? She's not actually talking to you.
But he did
All right.
You did right. One take,
When
Jake.
we used in a while, you're gonna be a dad. You're gonna be a dad again. Well, we're not sitting back.
That's me, man. That's me, man.
You need your strength.
Scorpio, come on.
Okay, you're standing right here, and then you can walk towards him if you want. You got the light here. You can use the light as you're talking to him, but I want you to take that line towards him. If he's standing here, you're talking to him. Okay? Take a second. Stand by, and whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Means something to who, Dad? You had a career before the third comic book movie. Before people started to forget who was inside that bird costume. You're doing a play based on a book written 60 years ago for 1,000 rich old people whose only real concern was where they were going to go to get their coffee and cake when it was all over. I mean, and let's face it, Dad, you're not doing this for the sake of art. You're doing this because you want to feel relevant again. You're doing this because, oh, I need to start over. Can I start over?
Okay, so real quick, 'cause if you take a second, it's okay, luxurious.
Okay.
A few of you did this. Always remember, and this has to happen next week.
Yeah.
Never stop.
Keep going.
Yeah, and you have to wait till the director says cut.
Yeah, just like
It's
that.
it's very important that you learn this lesson. Never stop yourself and say, oh, can I go again? I know you're doing it now, don't worry now. I'm just telling you, do not do that. Do not become accustomed to doing that.
Is that like haircut on this
It's
end?
really, really bad to do that. You have to let the flow and everybody understand that everything's gonna, maybe somebody will screw up. That's the director to say cut, we're gonna start over. So you have to just make up shit or do whatever you need
Is
to
that silence
do,
need to
right?
be cut up and then when in the editing floor, so it's good to...
Yeah, you always just keep going until
Yeah.
somebody says stop, right? And have fun with it, don't worry, right? Take your time. Only move when you move, don't move while you're talking. Make sense? No need to yell at them right away. Let it build. Take your time. You're talking to your father, right? What's your goal here? What is your goal? What are you trying to do to him?
Yes.
Okay, so you're also trying to teach him a lesson. A lot of these things about, you're trying to educate your father about the reality of what his life is really like. No one's ever had this heart-to-heart with him. So have a heart-to-heart with him. Try and have him open his eyes. You're trying to get your father to see what's really going on here. All right? All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Means something to who? You had a career, Dad, before the third comic book movie. Before people started to forget who was inside that bird costume. You're doing a play based on a book written 60 years ago for 1,000 rich old people whose only real concern was where they were going to go to get their coffee and cake when it was all over.
And let's face it, Dad, you're not doing this for the sake of art. You're doing this because you want to feel relevant again. Well, guess what? There's a world out there full of people who fight to be relevant every single day, and you pretend like it doesn't exist. Things are happening in a place that you ignore. A place that, by the way, has already forgotten who you are. I mean, who the fuck are you? You hate bloggers. You mock Twitter. You don't even have a Facebook page. You're the one that doesn't exist. You're doing this because you're afraid. Afraid of that you don't matter. Well, guess what, Dad? You're right. You don't matter. This isn't important. You are not important. Get used to it.
Okay, good. Good, you got through it.
Oh, she has the same
How'd that
thing.
feel?
She has the same
So yeah,
thing.
here's the thing, luxurious. It's just you trusting it.
No,
Look, I'm gonna say 90% of this, you guys, is just getting the lines down. You can see it.
It's just simple.
You can see
Yeah.
people thinking about the lines and going to them. That's all you need. You're there. Because then you'll feel freer going with what you're feeling. But what's happening is she wants to do
To
it, and
do
it's
it
like,
and-
oh, my line, right? That's
Yeah.
the problem. That will always happen. So everybody who got the lines down, great job. I know that you're very close to it. Don't worry. That's all I ask is you have to get those down. Because next week will be a whole different ballgame. We'll be in here, and the crew will be in here, and all of a sudden it becomes very anxious and nerves and everything because you got to film. And first thing that will go are the lines. You'll forget them. Okay? So make sure you get them
Don't worry
down.
about it.
No problem. Good work.
Yeah.
Good work. Take your time, okay? All right, good work, everybody. Give yourself all over. A couple of quick items, really quick, because I know we went a little over here. Please, I know I didn't talk about wardrobe, but a tie or something would be good, right? Like think about what you're wearing here. Wear something, a Hawaiian shirt or something with gold chains. I mean, you're from Cuba, right? Have some fun, right? We're going to be doing close-up shots, so we're only going to be seeing like this much, right? Still, I would put on everything you can that the character might wear because it makes you feel a certain way, okay? The more details you put in, whatever in their pockets, what's purse, all these details matter. They make you get away from yourself and become someone different next week when you're here, okay? Look, next week is like a celebration of knowledge. It's for you guys to have fun. So I want you to invite any family, friends, come a little early so you can watch, Rah be filmed. It's to share the experience with any supporters that you have. Please, if you want to bring any refreshments, we've got the fridge here, we've got whatever you need, some people bring wine, beer, that's fine too, just don't do that until you're done shooting, of course. But if you want to bring pop or something too, that's fine, or something to eat, I'm totally fine. You can do that. Again, we're here to celebrate, we're here to have some fun, and work together. When you're all done, you get a chance to sign the wall with the markers. Some of you have already done it, but you get a chance to leave your mark on our green room wall, and we take a group shot, so it's really kind of a nice night. And I've also got a special gift and surprise for you guys this time. So, what other questions do you have, or comments, or anything before I let you go tonight about next week? Yes,
I
Robert.
was just gonna ask, like, what my character would wear.
So, what do you think she would wear?
Something elegant.
I think so. I think she's someone who's finally let go. She's dances. She's free-spirited. So yeah, something that's going to allow you to feel free and spirited. The only thing I suggest is don't wear any bright colors or heavy patterns, or it's like just all black. Okay? Wear earth tones. Wear something that's going to give a little bit more depth and it doesn't absorb light. So just think about that. Earth tones are great. Grays, browns, those type of things. Dark blues, greens. Those are all good. White's okay. But just think about what you're wearing and come in with something. You may want to bring two things to show me. Like, oh, this is okay, or no, that doesn't work, let's try something else, right? Always have a backup. Good question. What other questions? So any props, right, that you need, or wardrobe, that's up to you. Don't worry about makeup, okay? That's not totally important. But if you want to bring something in, sometimes having something, I do have some stuff that can pat down, when you're under the lights. you start to shine a little bit. I will have some things that I can pat you down with, but if you have anything that you want to use to help the shine or something that you have that does that, please feel free to bring. But most importantly, just be ready to have some fun and put everything you've done to work on this last night before you go in. And I'll talk about the character and scene study because I know there's a few of you. Some of you have already started that class, but there is that next term that comes up. It's not until the end of the month, but I want to make sure that you guys get the first right of refusal of those seats because you're from this class. But it does fill up really fast because I have other students that are wanting to get in it right now too. So we'll talk about that next week when we get done. So questions?
You said white is okay.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was just going to be a white tie or
Yeah,
white
that's fine.
blue.
Yeah, whatever you have, it's just that you should be wearing a tie because you're in
Yes.
the sport area. So yeah, you're good with white and black. It's totally fine. Good. Other questions? Good work, you guys. Very good work. Be very proud of yourselves. I'll see you all next week. I'll be here for a few minutes. If not, enjoy the rest of this wonderful weather we're having.
Thank you, sir.
You know it.